Morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nick Wood. I'm the senior representative for Bamboo, covering Africa and the Middle East. And I'm based in Johannesburg, although I don't sound like it, I know. Bamboo is a B2B tech startup headquartered in Singapore, and we focus exclusively on building digital wealth platforms, or robo-advisors. And in the 2.5 years since we've started, we've grown to be one of the world's leading providers of robo-advisory technology. We've got 14 clients in 12 countries on 5 continents. We've got 40 staff now in our headquarters in Singapore and our offices in Kuala Lumpur, Hong Kong, London, and myself in Johannesburg. We've got clients such as HSBC, Standard Chartered Bank, Thomson Reuters, and we've got investors like Franklin Templeton. What I'd like to demo for you this morning is a robo we've built for HSBC in Singapore. It was launched a couple of months ago in pilot stage, and they call it their HSBC Wealth Planner. Now, the key to building a good robo is to make sure that the investor completes the investment journey from start to finish while still covering all the regulatory requirements. Some people draw the comparison to designing a good robo to the designer of a Victoria's Secret lingerie line. Ladies, excuse me. Basically, you've got to keep it brief, keep it interesting, but cover all the essentials. I think we've done that in this robo. What you'll also see here are features like beautiful design, simple and intuitive functionality, financial planning with goal-based investing, culturally appropriate language and terminology, and integrated AI and machine learning. We've also built in a feature we call People Like Me, which says that if you know what people like you are doing at any one time with a similar profile, you'll be more likely to continue your investment journey. So let's try it out. So let's pretend today that, well, no, I'd like to be younger. Let's pretend I'm 30, which I'm not. I'd love to be. New to investing with an income of, let's say, $8,000 to $10,000 a month. This is Singapore dollars, remember, and a savings rate of 10%. So we continue. The first thing we tell people is you're not alone. People like you are just beginning to plan their goals as well. Let's make them reassured. And then we provide some appropriate goals for people with that profile. So here we have a retirement goal, a protection, more of an insurance type goal, a child's education, and growing my wealth. Let's go for the retirement planning. So we say people like you are retiring at an average age of 62, which is true in Singapore. But let's be a bit more ambitious and see if we can retire at 60. And then we ask some lifestyle questions for your retirement. So this is food, transport, leisure time, and then our calculator will show us what type of income you're going to need in your retirement to live that lifestyle. So 1.376 million. It's a lot of money, but at least we've got a goal. Now, how are we going to get you there? So let's ask some risk profiling questions and just give average answers to these. There's just a couple of them here. And then the calculator will show us, well, let's say we have an initial investment of $50,000 to begin with, which might be the case if you're 30 years old. So it'll say, look, you've got to make a monthly contribution of $1,616. Let's follow the suggestion. And right away you'll see from your risk profiling questions, it tells you that you're a balanced risk taker and shows you an appropriate portfolio that would be constructed for someone with that type of risk profile. You get an illustration of your investment journey as you accumulate and then spend your funds in retirement based on assuming an average age of 81, which is the case in Singapore. And you can manipulate these buttons by sliding those back and forth if you wanted to. So there's a summary of your investment journey we call the walk of life, and a summary of your goals. Now, we've only had time to put one here, but you could add a second or a third goal with different profiles and different time horizons. In fact, we even suggest other goals that you might want to consider. And in this case, the call to action by HSBC is to call an advisor and make an appointment. So there you'd be able to fill in your details and make that appointment. But this front end is great, but it's only valuable if the bank's able to analyze and monitor the data. So we provide, with every robo, an administrative dashboard that will help the bank analyze, and we use data analytics to help you analyze the data of your clients. So here's a typical dashboard. This would give you information on your clients' visits to their website, the performance of your portfolios over any given period, a trade blotter, and here a client alert. We think it's important that you don't abandon your clients after they sign up. Keep them informed on whether their goals are on track or not, and then there's a trigger that the client advisor can then call the client and say, look, something's happened, markets have moved, or you haven't made your monthly contribution, let's have a meeting and review your goals. We have a client overview page that you can see all your different clients, either by advisor or the whole group of them. Drill down on one of the clients, you can see their various goals, the profile of those goals, whether they're on track to be met, a little bit of a CRM here. You can see documents that might be in place or outstanding, and then also an investment log to see all the trades that the investor might have made over any given period. But most importantly, we'd like to look at the intelligence. Here's the data. So you can put in a variable such as age or monthly income and see the distribution of your client's information. This is very valuable. And you can plot those against each other, any two variables, in this case, let's say income against age, and see where the concentrations are so that you can focus on those clients. And with the analytics, we provide you a tool to test the data that you've got so that you can see the accuracy of it. And then again, if you were to choose one of the variables such as the housing goal, of those clients that have a housing goal, what is their income and age? So there's a lot of information. You could cross-sell information like housing loans or housing insurance. But I'm conscious of the time. I'm sorry to wrap up. My name is Nick. We're from Bamboo. We build awesome robo-advisors. If you'd like to talk later on, I'd be very welcome. Thank you very much.